Okay, just quick question for you. Just answer what you prefer. Here we have tea or coffee. Which one?
I like coffee.
Coffee. Then there is introvert or extrovert. You talk too much or you're just quiet.
I talk so much.
Good. Good. Then there is a risk taker or place.
I take risk. I take risk. Sure. I
Just
take
like
risk.
full of things.
Uh,
Okay. How did it all come to this the company you have built? This is a big company. People are saying that they're doing a lot of things here in the community. You came to Kakuma, I think, with nothing, and then you start from nowhere. Tell us the story of how all this started. How was it like?
yeah. Thank you so much. I came in Kakuma. It was 2016, and I have a bit hopeless because I lost hope. In the years I was doing my studies and I joined already my first university class. I don't know how they say it here, but that's a French country we have the way we call it.
Yeah.
So due to some political instability in 2016, we decided to leave the DRC to come here to Kenya. And I remember we have many Congolese who fled. Some of them went to Congo Brazzaville, others went to Angola, but we decided to come in Kenya. Why? Because I'm from the eastern part of Congo where people are speaking Kiswahili. So coming to Kenya or Tanzania was a bit easier for us. So when we reached in this refugee camp, there were no any option for me to continue my studies. That time I was just a French speaker. Then I started joining some online courses, but also some English club courses, especially the Don Bosco and SAPIC. After that, I joined an organization called INZON, University of Geneva. They were providing online courses. Then I went there, I enrolled myself. I started with the course of human rights. That was a French course. Then it was taught in French. Then I did the basic medical and global health at human animal ecosystem interface. Now in this course of global health, we were talking about many subjects, including food insecurity, including zoonotic disease and many other things. Now this lesson about food insecurity led me to come up with this idea of creating this organization called Vijana Twaweza Club. That time I found the refugees were still receiving the support from the UNHCR, the World Food Program, but also they were receiving little cash so that they can buy other products. But it came a point when I was just observing the quality of the fish that refugees were buying in the markets. Most of the time it was not a good one. And I started thinking why, I started to ask myself question, being in Kakuma Refugee Camp, is it possible to do fish farming? Then I did some research. I came to realize that it can be done. And this is how we started it. And you can say our name is Vijana Twaweza Club. Why the name Vijana Twaweza Club? It's because when I started alone actually. I was just doing, I had this small fish pond of 1 meter square. Then I have friends from South Sudan. They were a team of football. The young people from South Sudan, there were 12 people actually. When they go to play to the lager, this stagnant water, sometimes we're carrying fish. So they get mad fish and they come to sell to me all the time. It reached a point where I was not able to continue buying the fish to those guys because I had a lot of fish and the pond was small. Yes, and then I called them, I told them I want to start a project and I want you also to be part of this project. So you coming and selling the fish to me, I think it's not a good idea. Let us use this project for all of us. Then they said, we have footballers. We are not interested in agriculture, we are not interested in fish farming. But I tell them, no, if you want us to do that, then we can do like a football club and so something. Then we came with the name Vijana Twaweza Club. Yes, we started to buy them some uniform to go and play the football, but most of the time we started now to get much closer to agricultural activities. Then the idea of the team disappeared, and then they remained the team now. And among those young people, I still have some of them and their members. That time they were below 18 years, but now they are above 18 years. They are now members of Vijana, and some of their name are in the list of our members now.
How old are you?
Yeah. That time or this time?
That time
I had 21. I had 21 years old. Yeah. Mm.
Okay, you coming up with this idea of fish, was it connecting to you? You like fish or
Myself, I don't like fish. I don't like it. But for me, I was just thinking that is a very nice way of producing food to the people of Kakuma, to our community, because I came to learn that one fish, for example, tilapia, can give me 300 fries. Huh? Those are the babies of the fish. So I started make calculation. If one fish can give me 300, then if I have 50 of them, I'll produce a lot of fish. Yes, but one of the biggest issues also, because I was just a lay person that failed, that didn't know much more about fish farming, I could not really think that having more fish needs also a very big space. Or if you don't have a big space, you need at least a certain technology to farm those fish, even if in a small space, but they feel comfortable using some machines and all those things. But the idea was really to do that to support the community get food. And also, I'm very, very much connected to the children. Now I'm talking about those small kids. I'm very, very much connected to them. They're my friends. But most of the time when those children come to you, they want you to pay maybe sweets, maybe ball gum and all those small things. Yes, yes, those children. Now, having that this project that can even generate income to you and the people you are serving or the people you are working with, it was very motivating me to do. Okay, let me continue this work. Maybe tomorrow it can bring good fruits. Yeah.
you could have you could have start from day one, like you start from the beginning. What would have you have done?
No, now I thank God because we have learned through this process of farming, we have learned so many things. If it was now to restart again, I could make it beautiful than the way we are now. Because sometime in the past we were receiving some fund to build this organization, to make it a very nice organization. But when we were young, we didn't have really the skills about fish farming and all those. So we use much of our effort, to use much of our money, maybe to focus on fencing the area, building these buildings and so many other things. But we came to realize that others are just doing fish farming in a very small space like this one, and they can farm up to 4,000 fish. While with the system that we are doing now, in this space, we can only farm 150 fish. So they are doing a system called the recyclating aquaculture system that supports, uh, you know, support you to stock many, many fish in the pond, because the fish, they have a lot of oxygen. There are so many machines that you are putting to support the life of the fish. I know when you are continuing with the interview, maybe I will have a time to explain it well so that you get a little image of it. Yeah. So if I could really to restart, I could really to ameliorate this system. We receive a lot of money in the past, but the lack of skills, the knowledge, we end up coming with this, which is not very bad. But as we are learning, we came to realize that, the money we used to fence, we could do. Yes, yes. Yeah.
I think the buildings are not so necessary. You could have just focus on.
Yes, okay, they are a bit necessary because also we use them to sometimes we allocate it for other activities. People are coming and to do the training and many other things. But we were supposing really to focus in the production of fish, because now the community needs a lot of fish. You can you can just think about, we have the KDF, for example, that business where everyone in Kakuma maybe is eating KDF, for example, but with our project of fish farming, we are not able to provide fish to the whole camp. We still have many places here which our fish are not even. We are not
fish.
Yes.
I came from South Sudan back in 2023. Till now, I never eat any fish.
Imagine.
Because the only fish I can get is in Mena.
Imagine. Sure, sure.
I did something like a good fish.
Imagine.
Yeah, that we eat in South Sudan. So you coming up with this idea is really, really amazing. You have also been rearing chicken.
Yes.
So we have seen some videos of you rearing chicken. Uh, was it just a backup or yeah?
Yeah, this is an agriculture organization where we are just open to do any project that we can as long as it's related to agriculture. We can even do beekeeping, we can do all those projects depending on the knowledge we have, the resources, but also the timing and all those things. And also, the needs of the community, for example. So we started with fish because it's something that we get from the initial stage, from the beginning. Yeah, but we were not really, it was not as like to only do fish farming. No, as long as we have other ideas, we can still do it. For example, with the chicken, we had that idea to do the chicken farming, but also we didn't have any knowledge, and I was just having they say stereotype, sometime in our village in the DFC, I was seeing how chicken were dying. You can find someone having maybe 30 chicken, but when the disease come, all of them used to die. And those images keep coming on me when my friend was saying we should start also the point of poultry farming. I told them, for me, I don't think it's a good one. Because these guys, when they start die, they can die, all of them. Yeah. But we came here in Kenya, here in Kakuma, we connected now to other farmers through the project of the World Food Program, FAC, called Farmer Service Center. I'm now a Farmer Service Center. Then this project connected me to other people doing poultry farming in Kakuma. And I get to learn from them, and I came to realize that it was a very nice project. Actually, like you'll see the videos. When you order, for example, 150 chicken, we can only lose maybe 3 chicken. But the remaining one will go bigger and we sell them to the market or we serve the people. Sometimes we also give free food item to the people. It's depend. You see, and they came to realize that even the project of poultry farming was also the good one. I didn't mention it, but we're doing poultry farming, fish farming. We also do some gardening activities. Yeah, and also we're doing insect farming. Yeah, sometime in the past, and we are planning very soon to restart that project of insect farming. Why? Because we need to feed our fish those insects, even the chicken, so that they grow very fast and they get healthy. We are in collaboration with an organization in Kakuma too called the Hadi. These are our friends, they are our partners, and they have those insects, the crickets. So very soon we are going again to restart this project.
When do they get those insects?
Yeah, they rear them, and you keep it's just a cycle. You have the bigger one, they give you the eggs, they give you the babies. It's just turning that way, and for you it's just to maintain it. Yeah. No, it's not very hard as long as you have the knowledge. It's very easy.
Scorpions, or I don't know if that
Yes, he's our friend. He's our friend. He's in Kakuma Po. He's called Godfrey. He's from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Actually, he's my friend. When I started cricket farming, he ventured in Scorpion. He wanted to understand the scorpion, and I asked him question: Why are you keeping scorpion? He told me his great parent told him, when you see something dangerous, people are saying, okay, this is dangerous. Try to make all your efforts to get closer to that person or to that thing, so that you get to understand how it's work and so on. So that he's now doing scorpion farming, sometimes snakes, and is really yes, and is really supporting also his community. Actually, he's doing awareness on scorpion, how to avoid the scorpion stinging and all those things. Yeah, he's a very nice guy as well. And also, I think his future plan is also to collect maybe the venom from the scorpion, maybe for medical now purposes. I think also he has that idea. I used to talk to him, yeah, oftenly, and he has that idea. Yes.
So can you tell us one of the lowest moments at your career?
The lowest moment.
Yeah.
like I can do this.
Let it be.
Sure, it's happened most of the time, because you see this agricultural project need a lot of budgets, need a very nice investment. It's not an easy work like teaching people, teaching online sometimes can be a bit easy because you have your computer, you have the internet, and students are just coming, they learn maybe through a certain platform where there are already courses. But this agriculture is something that you do it alone. You start by skating, so it's not really easy. Most of the time, it's very very challenging, but we used to do our best. It happened sometime we get lost. For example, you can just wake up in a certain morning and you found maybe 10 fish, yeah, dead, maybe 10. Sometimes it can go to 50, for example. Sometime your chicken also can get disease. Some of the time, not oftenly, but it also happens. Sometimes you see the chicken, the feeds, and all the things we are doing are coming outside the camp. We just source our chicken from Eldoret. Sometimes the fish, the fingerlings we source from Machakos. The feed we are sourcing from Kitale, sometimes from Nairobi. And already it's very, very expensive. But also transporting them from those zones to here again, it's very expensive. You see all these, sometimes you get a lot of stress.
Do you put them in water tank or how do you transport the fish?
The fish, okay, there is a carrier bag that's made just to transport the fish. But some farm in Kitale and just around there in Kenya, they don't have this carrier bag, so they put in the jerrycan. Like I remember in 2021, we lost up to 5,000 small fish. We bought them from Kitale, but they were put in a jerrycan. And you see, this jerrycan is not okay. There is a carrier bag where you put this fish, and then you add oxygen. So once you add the oxygen and you tight it, that oxygen can, yeah, it can support them for 3 days, so you can travel with them until they reach the camp. But many of these farmers around Kenya, some of them, they don't have those facilities, so it's a bit challenging. Yeah, and also getting the feeds is also big. It's so, yeah, sometimes you feel you are so disappointed. Sometimes when you are alone, you start to think about many things, but it's only motivation. And also the member we have, the friend we have, you just like, I'm the founder of the organization. If I accept to fail now, yes, it will be very bad. So we just do our efforts. And also I thank God I got very nice friends, good people who really understand the situation, who work so hard. Yeah, and till now we are doing.
How do you motivate your team when it is now a difficult time like certain challenges? You get your stock and they come, they try to find them.
First of all, I have a very nice team. As I said, some of them even are my motivators. They used to motivate me even when I'm asking them, "Do you think this one will work?" They say, "Don't worry, we will do it." They give you motivation, but also I motivate them. But now out of the work that we are doing, we thank God we are now able to not employ, but to motivate really some of the members in terms of money. Yeah, we used to give a small amount to some of those team members, and they are so motivated. That's why all the time you'll find them here. You'll find them here. If there's no work, even they're creating, like the work you are seeing, they're the one just who created. They say, why can't you use this space for agricultural activities? We can use sacks and we put some spinach and it will work so nice. And myself, when I get, okay, this is a very nice idea, why? Okay, we just accept and we do whatever the.
Yeah, we have talked to Saunari, I think,
Yes.
we have talked to him, and at the time he said he wanted to host the program. And the thing with you, they say, no, we are not forcing this. What you look at is you have come from afar. You cannot do this. And they say, okay, if you guys are motivated, we can go on.
Yeah, sure, we can. Yeah, this is about leadership as well, and we never know, maybe tomorrow we are going to be leaders in our countries. And as a country, and challenges are there, issues are there, but you should always be super motivated and accept, okay, even if this happened, maybe tomorrow I will be. And something that I want to, maybe I can also tell you is that I got a chance to go to Italy. I went a chance to go to Italy. I went there for 2 weeks. And when I was there, I went to meet or discuss with high profile people. These people, they were from big university in this world. Harvard University, I don't know, whatever. Those big universities. Yes, with that little background, but I managed at least to be there to tell them the issues that refugees are facing in education, in terms of food and all those things. Why I get that chance, it's because of the activity that you are doing. So these small activities that you are doing in the camp has a very big impact outside. Yeah, it's only that even the work that you are doing, you know, taking the story of your fellow refugees and sharing it with, it has a lot of impact in outside. Yeah, maybe some years, some in Africa, sometimes it's a bit difficult, but there outside, it's a very big project, even what you are doing now. So it's very important to stay motivated, even if we see the future, it's very dark, and it's always good to stay motivated and to do what.
How was it like? Tell us how was it like? You traveling from Kakuma to Italy. We just started with a small contract.
I appreciated it, but and also I got a lot of stress because when I was there, I was receiving call from good friends, from good people. My best friend was telling me, "You should not come back to Kakuma. You should not come back to Kakuma. You don't have you don't have a wife. You don't have a child. You should not come back. Yeah, you should not come back to Kakuma." You should not. So all this stress, actually, when you see Italy, you see how it was so nice, and I was working every time I want. If I wish to sleep they tell me to sleep, I can. If I wish to sleep with a friend, I can go. I was very free, and they was telling me you should not come back to you should not come back to. But I just decided. I was asking myself, what if I thought to stay here in Italy? First of all, I'll be legal migrant. But also I have a friend there in Kakuma. We are working together and they're expecting me to come back so that we continue the project. Going illegally was that was my wish. But I was there just for 2 weeks. I got a visa and the visa was written. You have to return back to Kenya in 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, so I could not really stay there, but it was a very nice journey. I got to learn so many things outside there. Yes, I get really to learn so many things. I came to realize that these young people there in Italy, the people in Italy, they don't have the belief we have. They don't really believe like us Congolese. We believe that one day I can sleep and wake up president in the DRC. One day I can sleep and wake up maybe a millionaire, Yeah. But those people, they don't have that belief. Based on what I observed. Yeah. For them is that I'm going to school, after school I'll get a job in Italy, a very nice job. If I don't get a very nice job in Italy, I'll get it in Africa. A very nice job. If I don't get it in Africa, I'll get it in the European Union. You see? So they have that kind of belief that they are, they are masters of their own destiny. Yeah. Not like us in Africa, yeah. Maybe not you, but us Congolese, the way we believe. Yeah, we believe that maybe tomorrow I can be millionaire, maybe without even doing any business. Okay, so I get to learn all those small things there.
Congolese, you people are very creative. I don't know how your mentality look like, because if you go to the market, you see they're not doing that business. But somewhere they are very creative doing this creative work. Like now, most of the organizations are owned by Congolese. So I can see. Also, I was wondering the pressure you are going through when you are in Italy. Because a lot of people are taking risks, crossing the sea just to go to Italy. They run, save their life, and people are taking the risk to cross the sea. But so for you just go there for free, and people are telling you run. What's the time you sat down and you plan on now?
I was very scared because some of them were really trying to show me that that's the only opportunity I get I'll get maybe in life. I don't have another one.
Yes.
Yes, and they show you, man, you should stay there. It was very it's even create a lot of challenge on myself. I was like thinking, yeah, but what they're saying, it is true. But as a founder of an organization, as when, for example, you're a parent, you have your kids, you'll always develop a certain love with the kids, with your kids, huh? And when you are away from them, you feel, I wish I could be near my kids. And for me, having this organization, having the friends already I had, and also the community, we are very, very much connected to those community friends, and I found it so difficult because I was also thinking staying illegally there was not, it was another battle again. You have to fight to get your the documents and so many other things, and if it's turned bad, you'll be returned back to your country or back to Africa, and this will, yes, you bring everything. But again, when people invite you to their country, maybe to participate to that conference, it's not an easy thing, but also it's a big support from the organization. Actually, the organization that called me was the Jesuit Refugee Service, JRS. They have so many people. They have knowledge of many people in Kakuma. But they appointed me to go and represent other refugees. You see, with that little English I have, all the limitation I have, they only trust. Okay, this guy can be good. So I went there and I did what I could do. And when I came back, just when I came back, I think after 2 or 3 months, I received another call that we sent your name to South Korea and we wanted to represent us in South Korea. I'm going to South Korea too. And visiting these countries also gives you a chance to expose or to I failed to use the terminology.
Learn new things.
To learn new things, but also to advocate for the refugees, for yourself and many other refugees, and it makes a lot of sense. So for me, coming back was just my own decision. I said, okay, I have to go back to Africa. First of all, I'm in Africa. And if God made me to, yes, if God made that one day, I will be to Europe or to the United States. That's the plan of God, but I should go back. And I decided to come back. Yeah, only that.
That's a good some kind of impact. And like you could have done.
Yes, sure, for sure. Yeah.
When you were there, did you find out that there are really opportunities in the camp? People don't see them.
Sure. Even before I get there, I got to meet with another guy called Brett. Schedule. He's working the Limisha Kakuma, for example. So before I get to Italy, he sent me some of their work at the publication that they are doing with the student, the research that they're doing with the students, for me to learn the situation of education in Kakuma, and I get to learn so many things. I get to understand so many realities by those students. Actually, I didn't do my studies in Kenya. I came from the DRC, and I finished my secondary studies in the DRC. So I cannot really understand the reality of education, even if I'm in Kakuma, because I never been in those schools in Kakuma.
Yeah.
But through that guy gets really to learn, and also I get to understand the Limisha Kakuma program, and I get to learn so many things. Even I got a chance to visit the Food and Agriculture Organization, the FAO. I went there to their meeting. I meet very nice, good people there. I visited Caritas Italiana. Those are big organizations I visited, and also I presented the work that you are doing, the work that the refugees are doing. I also managed to connect other CBOs leaders. Yeah. And it has a lot of impact. It has a lot of impact. Yeah.
I mean, maybe something that you tell the way you learn. What else you learn?
First of all, I get to learn that the small things that someone is doing can bring big impact. And maybe we are not all of us Christian, but we used to believe those stories that just a small stick Moise used to stop the water. I don't know, to open it. We used to believe that. Yeah, so those small things that you are doing, even these, yes, the initiative that you bring will become very bigger. I know there are so many groups in the camp who are doing this initiative. Okay, I don't understand some of them. They started, but they stopped. Okay, it depends also with fund, but it's always good to keep doing it. Keeping posting it, because whenever also we get this video, we can also share with our friend, and it will make a lot of impact. And yeah, I get to learn that all the things that you are doing here in Kakuma, small or bigger, they have a lot of impact. And we can't see these impacts because we are doing it ourselves, but the people outside us. I think even the bees, when they are doing their honey, they don't really see the impact of that honey. For them, it's just the honey, then we drink it, and then we continue. But as people, there are animals that are seeing this has a lot of impact to us, and so we are just like producing that honey that can serve many people. That's the reason why when even we get this opportunity to get outside, it's not a good option to stay there illegally. It's very nice to come back. Whenever we get any chance to go there to stay legally, it will be very nice, because you will open many doors to support not only your initiative but also many other refugees. Yesterday I went to visit one of our friends. He's our farmers actually. He has a very big land. We trained him on agriculture, and he has a very big land. He has seed, he has the generator, he has pipes, but he's only lacking water. And as Vijana Twaweza, I'm trying to make all my effort to make sure that the guy has water so that he can also start his initiative. This is how we can support one another and make a very big impact, because counting ourselves saying, okay, Vijana Twaweza, we want to solve the issue of food, we can't. This is a very small organization. It has a limitation budget, limited resources. We can do it, but we can do it by supporting. Yeah. Mm. Mm.
Okay, in the camp, a lot of youth that are jobless, not because there are no jobs or there are no creative jobs that they can do, but because they see that the situation they are in, they're not able to do some of the things they want to do. So they're waiting for perfect conditions to start doing whatever they're doing or they want to do. What would you say, you starting from this humble background to where you are?
Yeah. Sure, I know it's very hard. It's very hard seeing those young people. Many of them, they don't have job, as you said, and again, you said it's very well. It's not because they don't like to do job, but because there are less opportunities, and many of them are struggling. You can even find some of them are the key points or the key players in their family, in their household. Even if they are young, but also they are supporting their household, they are supporting their families, they are facing so many issues, which is so bad. But I get to understand, because we are staying in low-income countries with little issues. But it's very also important to encourage them to do everything possible, positive that they are doing. There, some of them are singing, some of them are singers. I can see some of them are doing some comedy on TikTok, and all these are things that we can really encourage them to do, because we don't know the future. Myself, when I was young, I was not thinking that one day I can involve myself in things related to agriculture. Mine was just like I would go to school, after school, maybe I would I'll find a job, I would work with the government. But now you come to the reality of life, you find things are totally different from what you're thinking. Yeah, so it's very nice to just motivate them. And one of the biggest issues is that if the youth today were the leader of our nations, things could be very nice, could be better. Because our parents, our great parents, I don't know how they think, but you see, as youth, when I'm a young person from the DRC, I cannot feel well to attack or to kill another young person, maybe from Uganda. We don't have this as young people, we don't have. Even if we involve our countries now involved in some conflict, we can see, for example, the Congo and South Sudan, they have some issues. But if they were the young people leading, doing the leadership, I think this thing could not happen.
That's nonsense.
We saw it in Kakuma here. We play foot, South Sudanese young people from South Sudan, but we never see our parents doing it. The parents are just busy. Even the church, they don't. But as young people, we can do it. We can start our own church here. And the church, you can see the Congolese are there, the Kenyan are there. So it's very important really to motivate those young people, even if we cannot do all of, to all of them, but at least we can see, like the young people we have, those who came to support me that time. Some of them were not even able to speak English, were not even, they were just young, very small. But I keep motivating them. Let us do whatever we are doing. Tomorrow we'll be big people. You see this. And they're doing, like that guy, Mien, he is really developing a very nice system of leadership in himself. When you see him, you see this guy will be a leader. Because sometimes it's happened, even I'm not in Kakuma, my friend are not around the center, we can say, Mien, they are willing to stay with the center. And when you come like a visitor, he will serve you accordingly. If he found out, okay, this one go beyond my capacities, he can call, look, we want to do this and then. So now he can even do poultry farming, he can do fish farming. Those are the skills and the leadership skill that is learning through this organization. And we need really to do that to many, many young people. Our aim also is to empower the young people as more as we can. The only challenge we have is just the resources are limited, but we hope in the future things will be nice. Yeah.
Now tell us the secret. Because I've been wondering, the school we are doing this poultry, we are learning chickens, agriculture, and every day we come to school and news. Hey, 2 chickens are there. No, one is there. Now, for the chickens, they dig it, but for the fish, do fish get sick?
Yeah, they get sick, but it's not often the way I can say it. They are just like ducks. You see, ducks, they don't, much of the time, they don't get sick, the ducks. But, so it depends on the environment, the biosecurity, and all those things. Most of the time, when you do an intensified fish farming, where you farm maybe many fish at the gates, the people are coming in should step into, there is a certain water where there's disinfectant inside and all those to protect the fish. You need a way to protect them. But for me, we don't really experience a lot of disease in fish farming, unless if you get inside the water and you challenge them, you give them stress. Yeah, this is the place where they start. Yeah, they don't really want to be disturbed. And even that you see, even when we go to the river, the place where people are swimming all the time, it's very tough to get fish. It's very difficult. So they want to go to the place which are cool. There's not. Yeah, so they are very, very nice. Yeah, this is the fish. But I know if you get now to the scientific world, you do research, they will show you the fish are having this disease, this one, now this is now the things of scientific. And I saw sometime, I was a little young, it was 2016 or 15. I saw a company in France throwing thousands and thousands of eggs, the crates of eggs. And the reason why that these eggs were affected by a certain virus, I don't know, they were just throwing those eggs, and now this is scientific. But for us, like in Kenya, we can just use it, and I think we have also those government officials who are coming to say, okay, these are good to be eaten, these are good. But since we started our fish farming, we don't really experience any disease, and they are doing well. Honestly speaking, what motivates me first of all is the feedback, the positive feedback we got from the communities around us. When they tell you your fish are very, very sweet, and they're very sweet. I really regret today because we don't cook today. Actually, we used to cook our products here so people can come and eat. Yeah, can come and eat our fish. They can come and eat our chicken. We have it here. Maybe we can organize tomorrow, after tomorrow, you can come. Yeah, I can invite you, come. You have food, yeah, you taste, and now you just see yourself. Yeah. Today we didn't do it because we are a bit busy doing so many activities, and we just wanted to close the center so that we finish the activities, and maybe by tomorrow it should be operational. So actually I will invite you so that they are very, very nice. And when we get the good motivation, the positive feedback from the community, we keep doing it. And not only that, we also have organizations that are supporting us a little bit. Like for now, we are supporting 50 individuals in the camp. We give them 2 chicken per month. We give them 10 kgs of maize, 5 kgs of rice, 5 kgs of beans, 2 liters of cooking oil, vegetable oil, all those supports.
That's good. It looks small, but you're adding something.
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you remember? Because I know right now no one can give you some bad encouragement or discouragement. But I know when you were beginning, there are some people that were telling you something.
Yeah.
Where do you think you will go with this?
Yes, yes.
Do you remember anybody that somebody gave you now remember it and you smile and say,
Yes. Honestly speaking, there were people who were really demotivating us, telling us that this thing you can't. This thing you can't. Look at this. Look, those people were doing it, but they went to prison. Actually, they were friends from Paulu. When these guys from Paulu started their activities, I don't know what happened, but some of them were to the prison. Yes, I think for some, I don't know how many months, and people were showing us, look what happened to those guys. Look, look, look. Yeah, and when you're seeing it, really you feel that that pain. You feel like I was worried about it. I was saying maybe myself also I can get into it, but we thank God we could. It was not easy, especially when my mom came in. When I started this fish farming, as I said, I was just doing it at our home, yeah, and in our compound. And my mom was having chicken, and most of the time, some of the chicken were dying in that water. Yeah, when my mom is not around, when I come maybe to my English courses that time 2016. When she come back and get maybe 2 chicken, they're inside that water, inside what because they want to take to drink. They finally get into there and they're not able to come out because that the pond was made by plastics, so they were not. Yeah, they were not able to come out. When they die, my mom was just counting. These are now 5 chicken since we started your project. 5 chicken, but I don't really see the impact of your project. You are just killing my chicken. Until now, we started to get out of our compound and going outside to other friends. If now Mien is our friend and we found that they have, for example, a big compound, we can go and build a fish pond to their place until we get the Jesuit Refugee Service, the JRS. We partner with them and now we get this space where we are doing the activity. But the beginning was very, very challenging. It created a lot of issues, even myself with community members, especially when visitors used to come, including white people. They used to come to our home. Some of our neighbors were not, happy. Okay, let's just talk about jealous. They were jealous about it, and I was like, okay, this guy isn't a good guy. Look what is coming. He's just coming 2016. It's a recent refugee, but look what he's doing. It created a lot of jealous and a lot of age. I remember we get attacked one night by a certain group of people. They were actually like almost 10 people, and they were even having guns. They came to it was 2 nights, and they get inside our compound. It was very, very challenging, and this action led us to move from that place. Then we went to sit inside the South Sudanese community camp. This side, this side you have the South Sudanese, this South Sudanese. Then we stayed there. Yes, yeah. We decided to move from that place. Actually, we were just the Congolese, but our neighbors, some of the neighbors they were not happy. Yeah. So when that happened, first of all I moved from my house and I started to sleep in another group called Group 34, where there were so many friends from South Sudan. I was sleeping there until we decided to move there, and the place now where we are now surrounded with the South Sudanese people, and this now we are staying. Yeah, it was very challenging. Yeah.
Sometimes when you do something and people are seeing it, you're somehow progressing, they feel like they are failed. So it neglect.
Yeah, and it is Kakuma, when you see someone succeeding, you wish to listen to you.
Yeah.
What is the one advice have you ever received or had?
Sorry?
Please, what advice have you ever had or received?
Piece of advice.
Yeah, that advice that someone has advised you, and you say, this thing, you will kill me.
I got a lot of advice, even I don't know. But I remember one day I was coming from Kakuma footing, and I reached the Ugandan community, I think, the place where there are so many Equatorians. I met a Muse, a great man from South Sudan. I don't know if whether it was Noel or Dinka. That guy came, and I was with other Congolese friend, and when he saw me, he called me, guy, you guy come, and I went to him. That time I was not able to speak English well. I was not even able to listen myself. I knew just my Congolese languages and Kiswahili and some French. Then told me, I'm seeing that you'd be a great person in this camp.
Did he know you somewhere? Or?
No, even I don't know. I was just yes, that was much. And they told me in Kakuma you'd be a good person, and then he great me said, okay, be blessed. Then that person went. Then my friend Congolese called me and asked me what the guy was saying. He told me that be but also I got a lot of motivation for many people. Many people were telling me these small things that you are starting can become very big. We wish you the best and keep doing it. Don't stop, even if it's very challenging. Continue. Even the land where we are, we also got it through another guy. He's now in Kitale. He's a Congolese guy who came and called me and said, you are doing this project, yes, but at your home, you don't have good space. There is a vacant land. I wish you can go to the JRS and ask for that land because it is vacant and it is a property of JRS. We asked it to do our mosque because it was Muslim, but they refused to give it to us. So if you can go to the Jesuit service, they can support. When we went there to ask for that, and this is also another story I don't really want to talk it, maybe it will take a lot of time. But when I get there, now we found the office of the director, the project coordinator was just open. And to get to that LWF compound without appointment, it is impossible, very, very hard. We went there without any appointment, and we don't know even the person that we are going to visit. And then we call a friend who was working with the JRS, a refugee friend from Burundi. I asked him, can you tell me the project coordinator of the JRS? He told me it's called Fazala Santa. It's called La Santa. Then I told my three friends, you say La Santa. Then we keep moving from Hong Kong to that place, La Santa. Until we reached there. And before this office was open, but before even we get there, they said, what are you coming to do here? Oh, we are going to see Father La Santa. Father La Santa from JRS, yes. Well, do you have an appointment? Oh, no. Do you have his number? No, you cannot. Then we turned that there is another gate where there were the equity, the former equity, where there were the equity. We went there. Then from there we said, okay, we are selling eggs, and there's people who took our eggs, but we are still requesting some money from them. Oh, it's you can get it. Then we get it. Then after getting in, we went to that place. We found the office was open, but he was not there. But they tell us he looked like a white guy, and then we saw a white guy coming there, getting inside. And also, we went also inside and said, we are Vijana Twaweza doing this. And he told us, we are planning to support a group of youth. We are supposed to advertise for it. We'll give you the information that we want to support the youth. We said, no one, we just come and, said, this is my email. Go and make an email, a formal request for that land. Then we will talk. Then when we did that, out of that, we get now the partnership of the Jesuit Refugee Service until today. And me going to the Italy, it was again the GRS, you see. So, yeah. Yeah. Yes. God has really helped because you know all those stories. Imagine LWF compound. You cannot get there. It can even not happen. But we get all these just by God's gift. Maybe because we are also young people that time. Maybe because also he knows that these people they have a great vision. Maybe others. Yeah.
Sometimes you call up a lot.
Yeah.
Mm. It has been a nice conversation. I think we'll come to finish. What advice do you have for the youth?
Yes, I want just to tell the youth to keep the motivation. In French we say vivide, to always have that motivation. Yeah, to always believe that one day we will succeed. Even ourselves, the place where we are, we don't really see that we have succeed. But we are still thinking about the future, that the future should be better than what you are doing now. That's the reason you found even the people are still working. Yeah, yeah, we failed. Last time we failed, but this time. And also when you are doing that, the organization become that are supporting refugees. I want to thank the Korea. They fund us this here, and we are seeing the impact. The organization that are supporting you, when they understand that you have a vision, but maybe you are not able to reach where you are because you are lacking some resources and those challenges, the organization that they can support. And also another advice to the youth, it is very nice to express yourself, your need to other people already who are at least trying to succeed in different activities. Those are the people that can give you a very nice motivation. They can connect you, they can show you this is what we did, and if you can do this one or better than this, then it's very nice. So you found there is some youth are already struggling, but they don't really share their information with others. They only believe that, okay, if I want to go to Italy and I tell this friend of mine, maybe I will not be able to go because these are what the Africans are believing. If I tell my friend that I'm going to the US, before me getting to the US, maybe this land will fail. Everything's by God's plan. Yeah, there's no human being that can come and change the plan of God. There's no. Even when I say that I'm going to South Korea, I'm saying it, but I know that God has decided and it will happen. If it was not God, okay, then it will not happen. I also failed to get to the United States this month. It was in April. I was supposed to go to the United States to a certain conference, but I failed. And I just take it normal, to take it easy. Yeah. So if it's the plan of God, it will happen. I went to the embassy of Italy for the first time. I got a rejection when I went to ask for a visa for my first time. But they gave me a second chance and I got it. So all these, I want to just motivate the youth. We can fail once, we can fail twice, we can fail, we can keep failing, but we should always keep motivating ourselves and believe that things will be better.
God say yes, nobody can say no.
Yes, sure.
Thank you. For the people that are watching, this is Londo.